years ago on this Facebook site, and I kind of liked this guy with a long beard, and I liked what he was saying. I thought, geez, this guy's pretty good. And I watched that group grow from, I'm going to say around 1,500, maybe 2,000 men to about 50,000 men over the course of a year, year and a half. And I said, holy shit, I got to join this thing and see what's going on here. I mean, I'm already on a men's team, and I'm currently on more than one men's team. But I joined up, that was 7 years ago, and I'm still here. I thought I'd join for 5, 6 months and just check it out, you know. So if you're not on a men's team or don't have a men's team, like, for God's sakes, find one, find a good one. And this is a good home. This is a good place. I could ramble on. I won't. I just wanted to toss that out there. If you don't have a board of directors for your life, chances are you're going to make a shitload of mistakes, and you're not going to have good, solid men in your life to help you get through that, help you stick handle it. I'm a Canadian, yeah, stick handle, we play hockey. You got to stick handle your way through life, and you got to make the right decisions. You got to have good men on your back. And I could go longer, but I'll shut up and turn it back to you, Ryan. I just wanted to toss that out. And James, and I invited James here tonight. He's on one of my other men's teams, and I wanted him to see this. I got another guy in the crowd here too. So
Awesome.
anyway, thanks, Ryan. That's
Thanks,
it.
Bob. I don't know what stick handle means, and I don't know what you mean when you say A. So other than that, pretty good delivery there. Bob, I appreciate you, man. You've been a long time supporter. One of the things I appreciate about Bob, and you guys need to know this, is Bob isn't really worried about making sure that I always feel good about my decisions. And I know that might seem a little counterintuitive to the way that most of culture responds and behaves and acts, but I'm not really interested in that. I've got enough friends. I've got enough what I call bobbleheads. These are yes men, right? These are the guys who'll say, yes, you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're doing a great job. Like, I have enough of that. And I'm validated enough in myself that I don't need more of that. What I need in my own life is people who say, hey, I love you, I believe in you, I know you can do this, but man, you're screwing this up. Or man, you can do better. Or here's a blind spot that you don't see. Most guys, and that's why we don't have 100,000 members, is because most men aren't really interested in that kind of person. They're interested in somebody stroking their ego. They're interested in somebody rubbing their proverbial balls, telling them that everything they're doing in life is good and wonderful and will lead to a path of success. And the reality is, for the 50 of us who are on this call right now, it's not. It's not enough. You're not doing enough. You're not as good as you could be. It's not meant to diminish you. It's meant to edify and uplift you. And what if we had people like Bob who weren't interested in making me feel good about bad decisions, but who were interested in telling me the truth? And on that note, I'm going to turn it over to somebody else who is exactly like that. Somebody who I know will share with me the reality of the circumstances, or at least the way he sees it. I'm not going to say it's unequivocally true, but he's always willing to express his opinion, his support, or even his disapproval. And, Alan will message me occasionally. And I'll be like, my immediate reaction is like, fuck off. And then my 2-second reaction is like, maybe there's something to what he's saying. And that's what we as men need. I don't need somebody who's going to make me feel good about my bad decisions. I need somebody who's going to speak truthfully into my heart and soul. And hopefully I have enough wisdom and temperance to accept it for what it is. So, Alan, I know you and I, man, we go back and forth all the time, but I got to tell you, man, I appreciate it more than you probably know. And I hope that you guys take it for what it is when you have somebody who loves you and cares about you and believes in what you're doing, but can actually confront you like a man would confront you. And society is lacking that. And Alan is not. So, Alan, I'm going to turn that over to you.
Thanks, man. I don't know, maybe you've been sitting on my battle team calls because our battle team motto lately seems to be "fuck you, Alan." Exactly for the reasons you said. Because yeah, I tell guys things that they don't want to hear, but they know they need to hear, and there's a lot of other guys in the IC that'll do that for you too. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about what you're going to get when you join the Iron Council. Back when I joined, you just kind of signed up and you were in, and you had to figure everything out on your own. And we realized that wasn't working well. So many guys got confused, and especially because we've grown the Iron Council so much, you're not just signing up and joining and sitting on a Zoom call once a week anymore. There's a lot more that's offered here. When you sign up for the Iron Council, you're going to get access to the Mighty Networks is the software. We call it the Foundry. And it's basically a private messaging board that we have. In that messaging board, we have a lot of different topic channels. There's firearms, faith, marriage, dating, automotive, aviation, anything that, men are interested in kind of thing. We have channels for, and we have, experts because there's, 1,000 plus of us in the IC. We have experts on all these different topics, and guys will ask questions and share back and forth, and you get immediate access to that when you join. Um, Also, there's topic specific Zoom calls we've been doing more and more of. We have a Sunday morning prayer call. We have a addictions call. We have a call we'll be starting soon on mindset. We have a fitness call. There's so many different ones that it's that you're free to join in on again immediately when you join. Then we have Friday calls every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Eastern. We have calls that are on a specific monthly topic that we do in the Iron Council. So besides whatever you're working on yourself personally and in your battle team, we'll also have a monthly topic in the Iron Council to give you an opportunity to dive into something that maybe you hadn't thought of that might resonate with you. Then we have the regional meetups that was mentioned. We have regional channels, and you always want to join your regional channel and meet guys. We do, God, they do rucking events and dinners and axe throwing, go-kart racing, whatever guys dream up they want to do. Um, and then in all that, you're building relationships with other guys. And then we have leadership opportunities in the Iron Council. You'll see guys here, battle team leaders and other things like that we're talking about. Everybody in the Iron Council, all 1,000 plus men, are just normal guys like you. Everybody joined at some point just like you. And the Iron Council has been a fabulous place to learn leadership skills because we never judge each other in the Iron Council. We help each other when we're not doing well at stuff, but you're never judged for it. So if you need to be a better leader in your family, a better leader at work, you become a leader in the Iron Council, and you work your way up through the battle team and up through the ranks here, and you'll have the opportunities to learn those skills. And Kip does probably the best leadership lesson that I've ever seen is a program that Kip put together, and you'll have the opportunity to go through in the Iron Council. So because there is all of that and more, what we did is we put together a process called the Forge. When you first join, you'll be entered into the Forge, where you'll meet myself and Jay Jordulio. He's on the call here. And Wayne McPherson, who's not on the call. We will, for 1 month, get you settled into the Iron Council. You see some guys in here now that their name says Forge 011. We're on Forge number 11 right now. So what you'll do in the Forge is we're going to first take everything back down to the basics. We're going to strip everything, and we're going to have you create a vision of your life, of what your ideal life looks like. And when I say looks like, I mean, what does it look like physically? If you were watching your life on a TV, what would a day in your life look like physically? What's your house look like? Your wife, your bedrooms, what kind of cars, all that stuff. And then we're also going to have that vision encompass what kind of person you are. What are your values that you have in life? What do you stand for? What's important to you? That's the vision, the best version of you, as so many people like to say. You're going to create what you want that vision for you to be, because you can't get there unless you know what it's going to look like. Then we're going to help you build a battle plan. And the battle plan is, okay, I'm here now. I want to be here. What's the plan to get to there? And that battle plan is going to break it all the way down to daily steps that you're going to do.